Hello and welcome back to Hillside Forge. On today's episode, I am not in my shop and there's a lot of cars going by, so if the audio is bad, I do sincerely apologize. But I am here with Jeff, one of the co-owners of Warriors Way Forge.
Yep.
So do you want to tell us what we do here at Warriors Way Forge?
Absolutely. And so I'm the vice president here at Warriors Way. Dave Bates founded it. What we do here is we have a veteran peer support program for just those PTSDs, the TBIs for our veterans that have come back. They don't know how to get into normal therapy. They don't want to get into normal therapy. We found that recreational therapy is magical in that sense, where everything goes blank, you get in the flow state, and just the world disappears. And so today what we have is a collection of blacksmiths, knife makers, makers of any discipline, our community coming in. We've got people from all over the country rolling in here, and what we're doing is we're trying to raise money for our program. Every dollar that we raise goes back into the program. Nobody gets paid. Nobody gets paid, and nobody has to pay if you are a veteran, first responder, or a youth. All of our classes are donated, the materials and everything for them, so it's free of charge to make it to where they come in and they can just truly relax.
And just for the record, we are in Lima, Ohio, if you're looking for us. Warriors Way Forge on Facebook, right?
Yep, Warrior Way on Facebook. And then we've got an Instagram, Warriors Way Forge. Check us out, Warriors Way Forge, or warriorsway.org is our website. We have a button in there to click to donate. Really appreciate y'all being here, and can't wait to have you really follow us through the event today.
All right, let's get started. All right, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, so today what we're actually going to be doing is there's going to be a full day competition where a bunch of makers come together, which is what Jeff was already explaining to us. I have my apprentice Kurtis here with me today. There's actually a competition for apprentices to make a blacksmith knife. So we will be following Kurtis as he does that part of his journey. There's going to be some presses and power hammers, so really excited for that stuff because we don't have that in our shop. And then a bunch of the other makers are going to be competing for best knife and show, best hunting knife, best rail spike. So there's a bunch of categories that I'm hoping to win at least one, but it's going to be a fun journey. It's not going to be a how-to, so we're not going to see step by step. We're going to give you guys flyovers of the processes as we're doing it, maybe get some other makers for you guys to meet, because there is a phenomenal crowd of makers here. Every time I'm here, I'm always inspired by what I see. So I am so excited to get in there and start pounding steel. So thanks for joining us, guys, and I hope you enjoy this video. Let's do it.
Okay, so officially, the 2025 Warriors Way Expo is kicking off, and we are grateful. If you look around this room, this event started in Columbus several years ago with one of our friends at my side, and our dream, which we never really made it public, was to bring always to come home.
All right. So after a 6.5 hour drive, just about, we finally made it back to our home shop. So it was a cumulative total of about 13 hours of driving.
Which you
out.
did.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We did out and back. We arrived on Friday night, and then we got there at 7:45 on Saturday morning. And we worked for a solid 13 to about 13 and a half hours. But what an amazing experience. I mean, as you guys saw, there were so many amazing and creative makers there. It's always an inspiration every time I get to go out there. But one of the things that I like most is the fact that this is an opportunity to do something for somebody else. So when we do these knives, the knives that you saw, the other makers that were there, we were all making something that could be sold, and then everything that was sold actually went back into the program. See, with Warriors Way, one of the amazing things is like Jeff said earlier, they take no payments as far as they don't get a cut of what happens or what comes in. Everything goes back into the program, paying for equipment, paying for classes, stuff like that. So to be able to give back to our veterans, to our first responders, and our youth is an honor for us. I mean, just as a biblical principle, we should be doing everything we can to take care of people. And to be honest, I don't think that we as a country do a good job of taking care of our veterans. So to be able to support a good cause that is willing to step up and take care of people who have sacrificed so much for us, I'm blessed to say that I can be a part of it. But while we were there, we didn't get to share this with you. Well, we did in brief. Kurtis participated in the apprentice blacksmithing competition. Now, little forewarning and disclosure, because he's going to be very humble about it. He has only made, to this point, 3 knives. The third knife he made was for this competition, and he was going up against an apprentice who had been an apprentice for a year, and an apprentice who had already had about 12 lessons under his belt. Kurtis only has about 2.5 lessons under his belt. So how was that for you, Kurtis?
So it was a good experience. I had a lot of fun doing it. It was challenging because I wasn't allowed to come to you.
No.
Right? They put that as stipulation. I wasn't allowed to come to my master smith for any advice. I was allowed to use other people, which, you know, a lot of the people there are really humble. They're really, you know, really genuine people.
Love you.
Any questions I had to ask, you know, I could ask anybody there, and they were definitely more than willing to help. It was a challenge, trying to figure out everything on my own, but it was definitely a real good experience. Jeff, who is the co-founder. I said something like, you know, it'll be better next year, and his response was, "Don't say it like that. Say your skills are going to improve." So I just look forward to continuing to hone the craft. I definitely enjoy it.
And you got something for it, right?
Yeah, so I placed second.
Yeah.
Out of 3, but still, hey, first loser. But what I received out of that was a swage block. So essentially, you can do so many things with these. Spoon? Ladle?
Bowls, tongs.
Yeah, essentially anything you really could think of, huh?
Yeah.
So that's cool. Hopefully we can utilize it here in the shop a little
Absolutely.
bit. Maybe making some tongs or whatever. And
I've got plans.
yes, I bet you do.
I do. I did get the honor of working with John Norwood. He is an amazing smith from Old Hickory Forge. He has got great energy, super fun to work with, super informative. But there were many other talented makers there that, to be honest, there was so much networking, I didn't get everybody's name.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about me is I'm great with faces. I am terrible with names. But there was gentlemen out there from the Indiana Blacksmithing Association. They had coal forges, which you saw a little clip of them making a hammer from a giant bolt, which is super cool. But everybody in the knife making community that I've come in contact with, for the majority, are nice people who just want to see others succeed. It's not about being the best smith in the room. It's about having a good time and enjoying the company you keep while you do it.
Yeah, and passing it down to the next person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no hierarchy with blacksmithing. Now, yes, there is the ABS and the journeyman smith and the master smith and all that stuff. He calls me like a master smith. I am not a master smith. I've just been doing this for a long time now. But even in those societies, there's still people who want to teach and learn and grow. And that's what this community is about. And just like Jeff said, this is a great form of therapy. Now, I am not a veteran, but I have had many family members who served. My brother is a first responder. I know many first responders. But even if you're not into those works, those field works, or whatever you call them, those fields to operate in, I'm just a cook at a restaurant, okay? And one of the most stress-relieving things I can do is get in my shop and make something. Mm-hmm. And I think that so many people are lacking, the creativity. Like there's nothing in this life that allows you to be creative anymore. I mean, there's very few artists. You have AI creating everything, which don't get me wrong, I like ChatGPT. It's kind of cool. But like the ability to come in here and make something with your hands, it takes off some of the problems of life for a few moments. You can just zone out, get in that workflow. So if you are a veteran, please check out Warriors Way Forge. They will offer you a free class, and they do amazing classes. They just finished up with Winnburn Steel. Winnburn Steel is an amazing sword making duo.
They made the Gladius.
Yeah,
that are on the videos.
They made the Gladius. Yes, in the show and tell we did. Winnburn Steel is an amazing company, great guys, great spirit. They did a sword making class with Warriors Way the day before, but that is also part of the classes they offer for free. And now normally those are expensive classes, but there's knife making classes very frequently through them. So if you are a veteran in Ohio, or if you want to make the travel, if you're in Pennsylvania, it's about 6 hours or so, unless you're closer to Pittsburgh, it's a little less. But it's a great way to get the help that you need in a very unconventional way, but still very effective.
Surrounded by people who know what you're dealing with and what you've been through.
Exactly.
For the most part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
David Bates, the co-founder, is a veteran himself. I'm pretty sure Jeff is. I should have asked, but he seems like he is.
Comes off, his demeanor definitely carries him that way,
But I just, as a final note, I am so blessed to have been a part of this event. They really, I missed last year, and they all came up to me, a lot of my friends, a lot of the fellow Smiths that I knew, people who I'm not that close with, just, came up and said, hey man, it's good to see you again. And it feels nice to have that type of recognition in the community, that people just want to be around you. So the auction happened earlier today, and you'll get this video after we post, or after all this has happened. But awesomely, between the knife that Kurtis made and the one-day knife that I did, which you saw earlier, and the small hatchet and the little bowie that I did,
and your railroad spike,
and our railroad spike that we did, which Kurtis, you did help with that because you helped me inlay the hot cut lines. We raised just under $700 for Warriors Way Forge, which is super, super cool. Thank you for everyone who bid on that, who put their money into it, because it means so much that the money and the work is going towards an amazing cause. So we are tired. It's been a long day. It is approximately almost 8 o'clock at night right now. And it's been a long day.
Been a long week.
A long weekend. Long weekend. Bodies are tired. Also, not to rag on Motel 6, but we did not have hot water all weekend. We had no pillows. So that was an experience. That was an experience. But
we had a roof overhead.
We had a roof, and we had a bed, and the TV
fell down into the stand.
But it was there. It was there. And we had AC that sounded like it was raining, like a torrential downpour all night. And the light, yes. If you want a night light, man, Hotel 6 has got you hooked up.
That's the saying, right? We'll leave the light on for you. They're not lying.
They leave every light on for you. Every light. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I know this was a different video for you, but thank you for the support. And please go check out Warriors Way. They're on Facebook and on Instagram. They often run auctions and stuff like that to continue to support their cause. So keep your eyes out. Make sure you like and follow them.
They also have a website. I think it's warriorsway.net.
.net.
I believe so.
Jeff said at the beginning of the video, so if we got it wrong, please go back and reference that. I will drop a link below in the comment section or the description section so that you can check them out. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Until next time. Also, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.